There is so much going on here as we build up to the Tournament of Might, Tournament of Power in Dragon Ball Super. Welcome to my Dragon Ball Super episode 86 prediction slash preview video where we go through stuff that's gonna happen or we think is gonna happen and have discussions about it. And of course, feel free to leave your comments, your predictions, your prognostications down below in the comment section. Now, a couple things before we begin. Number one, the thumbnail that you saw in this video, this thumbnail right here, this thumbnail was designed by, I think, one of the most amazing artists who's been able to replicate Toriyama style to a T, and that is Olympia. Here is her Twitter. I'll leave links in the description for you guys to check her out. This is one of the best artists that we have in the fandom. She's so good. I mean, this picture right here, dude, looks legit like Toriyama. She is amazing, and I want to thank her for doing the thumbnail for this video. Second thing I want to cover before we get into this, I will next weekend, I will be at Star Wars Celebration, like I said in my Dragon Ball Super review. My Super review and my preview for the future episode is still going to drop, but it may be a couple hours late. But don't worry, it will still be here on the channel. I've also got a very, very huge video coming out Saturday morning next week. I can't wait for you guys to watch that one. I'm not going to spoil it, but it's a big one. Last thing before we begin, all right? I'm not trying to drag this out, but this is important information. There are spoilers already out there for Dragon Ball Super Episode 86 and 87. They're here on the channel. When you get done with the video, the last 20 seconds of the video, you're going to have a screen pop up that will tell you about these videos, so you can click them. If you want to be spoiled for the next few weeks, they are up. For this preview video, though, we're just going to focus on Dragon Ball Super Episode 86, which really puts the focus on Android 17. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So here we have our first look at 17. Looks the same. These, remember, guys, artificial humans, androids, age slower than humans do. These guys are still humans, but they don't age as rapidly as regular humans do. That's from Toriyama himself. Now, I love this shot right here. 17 is, I mean, we've seen, all right, we have seen Gohan, Raditz, we've seen Goku, we've seen dudes blocking bullets. This is nothing new and not an impressive feat for at this level of Dragon Ball. But I love the way the animation looks here. It's smooth, it's fluid. I just love this shot, and it looks like he's going to be going up against some poachers. And, you know, for those, again, who are unaware, 17 is basically a park ranger at an animal reserve. He's basically taking care of animals, and poachers are, of course, his biggest threat. So, and I love how he just knocks that bullet away with his fist. I love it. Just what a great shot right here. I found you. So you're number 17, huh? Remember, this is the first time that Goku has ever met Android 17. But there was that weird scene in DBZ where Goku was in his coma and had a dream about 17 and 18 showing up, which a lot of folks have pointed to as being a plot hole because he had no idea what 17 and 18 looked like. That was in the anime only. I don't think it was in the manga. No, it wasn't in the manga. And it is a little bit of a plot hole, but it was done more for artistic purposes. This is the first time that in the flesh Goku has ever met 17. There, I think this is the poacher right here, by the way. He has that sinister look on his face like he is one, right? And there we have, let me actually go a little bit back if I can. I may have gone too far there. My bad on that. Let me get back to that part. The Crunchyroll player's hard sometimes when it comes to doing like split stuff, like you know, split second stuff. I'm gonna try and catch it here because it looks like 17 takes them out. Yeah, he takes them out right there. And the thing, that's a weird shot. Look at his. Your arms aren't supposed to bend like that, all right? That doesn't make no sense. But the thing that I found interesting about 17 taking out these poachers is we know how strong 17 is. We know that he is significantly beyond like the traditional Super Saiyan power, you know what I mean? 17 and 18 are beyond Super Saiyan 1, at least from that time period in DBZ. So you would think that two, you know, axe handle shots here would break a dude's skull open, but I don't know. Maybe he's repressed. He's freaking out. I'm glad the Earth still has amazing guys like you. This is a great shot right here. This is an amazing shot. I really love this shot of 17. Looking, of course, really, really badass. I'm glad the Earth has amazing guys like you. So here we have, of course, Goku meeting 17 for the first time. Of course, we know, based on the previews and what's going to happen, that Goku's going to try to recruit 17. But something might end up causing a problem, which we're going to get to here in a moment. Let's spar to see how strong you are. This right here, this scene, I am going to predict that this is basically 17 showing Goku around the wildlife reserve. I think this is him giving Goku a tour of the place. I think Goku shows up and he's like, well, this is what I do. This is what I've been doing. And of course, the story of him being a park ranger is, again, directly from Toriyama in an interview he did ages ago. I have a video on the channel called Whatever Happened to Android 17 that covers this, him being a park ranger and whatnot. And of course, he also has a wife and 3 kids. 2 adopted, 1 biological. Will we see 17's kids in Dragon Ball Super? I really freaking hope so. Let me know in the comments down below if you want to see 17's kids. And also, again, we've talked about this before. If 17's kids grow up and become powerful, you know, could there be in the future, again, this is deep in the future, a new generation of Z fighters, or I don't know if you even call it that. I want to see, this is what I want to see, guys, a new like later on after Super's over, I want to see a new Dragon Ball show that's all about 17's kids, 18's kid, Bra, Pan, you know, the next generation. I would love to see that. Sort of like, you know, like Force Awakens, like 30 years later. GT's kind of been erased already, so you can't really count that. And Oob, I want to see like the kid's story. You know, Boruto just came out. They're kind of doing it, right? Same thing. That'd be cool. But again, if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. So let's spar to see how strong you are. Like I said, Goku wants to challenge 17. 17's that weird look in his eyes, man. Now, here's the big twist. So it looks like there's going to be, who are these guys? There's going to be aliens arriving to interrupt this fight. A lot of people are saying that these aliens, there's 2 different theories about these aliens. Number 1, they are criminals that Jocko is chasing. That was my original theory in the video I did a few days ago about this episode. Now I'm changing my mind about this. I forgot who the gentleman was on Twitter. It may have actually been somebody in the comment section. I do apologize if I forgot who you were. My apologies on that. It was several hours ago. They gave me the idea of, hey, what if this is the gods of destruction sending somebody to screw up Goku? Because if you saw the last episode, Super Episode 85, you know that the gods of destruction want to stop Goku. They are mad at Goku for, you know, I guess having the tournament. Even though, again, I say it again, Zeno was going to blow up the universes anyways. The tournament actually gives them a fighting chance. Goku is being very much vilified here when he doesn't need to be. They're mad at Goku. Maybe they're sending the aliens. That actually makes more sense to me, that these aliens are from the gods of destruction. And then here comes the beam from the aliens, I'm guessing. It looks, I mean, look, let's go back to that shot if I can get it here real quick, guys. This looks like something straight out of Independence Day. I don't know if they're doing a tribute to Independence Day, but, you know, the middle opens up and fires a beam. It's not exactly like Independence Day, but it looks like that's what's going on here. But of course, that blast ain't gonna kill Goku, bro. Goku is way beyond blowing up just a planet. Same thing with 17. So they can go through it. Now here, though, we have an interesting scene, because maybe that was a shot from Goku, because here we have 17 going through this cloud. So I wonder if they tried to kill 17 and he managed to escape. Again, not enough information for me to give you a real prediction on that. Next time on Dragon Ball Super, Fist Cross for the first time. That's a cool name. Android number 17, or Artificial Human 17 if you want to get technical, versus Son Goku. First time ever 17 has fought Goku. When you think about it, 17 didn't really have that many fights in DBZ. He fought with the Z Fighters in that little rumble with his sister. He fought Piccolo, and he fought Imperfect Cell. That's pretty much it. So we're seeing 17 fight for the first time in quite some time, and I, for one, definitely want to see it. Alright, now, we gotta talk about this. So, I've seen people, I haven't looked too deeply into this, but some of my friends have been hitting me up about it. There are people who are very upset at the fact that 17 is able to go toe-to-toe with SS Blue Goku, alright? Look, I get it. A lot of people seem to be catching up to Goku. I think one thing you have to remember, guys, is that Goku, when he turns blue, he can control his energy. He's still suppressing power. So this blue Goku, SS Blue Goku, is not necessarily at full strength. So don't ever forget that. And also, even though there is a place in our community for power scaling, you don't want to let the weird Dragon Ball Super scaling ruin your enjoyment of the series. Yeah, there's a lot of things in this show that make no sense. It's kind of been that way since Resurrection F, I would say. And maybe I'll do a video on it in the future because it is just a mess. But it's not that... to me, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility that 17 didn't get that much stronger because we don't know where he's been. He may have been training his ass off. Toriyama already confirmed that androids can train and get stronger. It is a hard, pill to swallow that he's been able to reach blue equal levels, but Goku may also just be sparring with him. This is not Goku at his maximum power, so don't overthink is what I'm trying to tell you. It's just better to just realize that. But again, I haven't seen the episode yet. For all we know, it could just be an inconsistency. It could just be something bad. I don't think it is. I think it's just Goku sparring, but not going at full strength. I think Goku probably feels more comfortable in his blue form than he did ever before. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so very much for checking out my Dragon Ball Super Episode 86 preview. One more time, guys, tons of videos coming out for you this week. I will always be dropping content. Weekends, I will be at Celebration, but there will still be videos scheduled to go up, including some pretty big ones on the weekends. You'll definitely want to check that out, and I will be back with my Super review and preview on the week. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of it might be a couple hours late, but you'll still get it here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If you are new to the channel, subscribe and check out some of my content. You're going to find stuff here you're not going to find anywhere else. I assure you of that. Very few people, except for maybe 2 or 3 on YouTube, cover Dragon Ball as in-depth as I do. There's not a lot of us, so check us out. At least when it comes to like the historical stuff, there's different aspects of the fandom that cover different things. But I do hope that you like our content here on Geekdom 101. Thank you, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Oh, and drop them comments down below because I want to know what you think.